All right, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Sixers lose to the Boston Celtics in Philly, game 3, on the night that Joel Embiid is given his MVP honors and gives a speech and all this, and the Sixers lose. And I got to hand it to Joel. You know, you can talk about his injuries all you want. You can talk about his availability all you want, and I'm right there with you. I'm frustrated just like anyone else when this guy's constantly hurt every single playoffs. One thing you can never say about Joel Embiid is a lack of effort. One thing you can never question with Joel is his effort. You know, regular season games, load management, stuff like that, sure. But big time games, if he's available, he's definitely going to try. He's definitely going to give it everything he had. And Joel Embiid went out there tonight, coming back from the knee injury, gets the MVP honors, does the speech, and he comes out there tonight and gives you an MVP level performance. I mean, once again, both sides of the ball, defending the rim and trying to carry this sad sack of lard ass team on the offensive end. This short, fat, slow ass team. Joel Embiid tries to put all the fat guys on his back and carry them to victory. Daryl Morey, I said this 2 months into the season. How the hell did you manage to put together the slowest, shortest, fattest team in the NBA? Somebody please tell me. But shout out to Joel Embiid for the effort tonight. Shout out to absolutely nobody else on the team. Nobody. But we got to be realistic with ourselves, man. We got to be realistic. I was lying to myself. You know, I know the Boston Celtics are beatable. They are beatable. But not by the Sixers. They are beatable, but not by the Sixers. Because the Sixers have been beating themselves the whole season. I was saying 3 games in that this team's a bunch of frauds. I was saying a couple months in this team's a bunch of frauds. I was saying in February this team's a bunch of frauds. Oh, why are you always so negative? Why are you always so negative? Bro, this was common sense. This is an NBA basketball team who was in the bottom of the league in rebounding, total rebounding. Bottom of the league. Bottom of the league in transition defense. Bottom of the league in second chance points. They don't have any athletes. They don't have any wings on the team. Who's a wing? Jalen McDaniels? So far, Matisse Thybulle looks better than that guy. They don't have any wings. We are in the second round of the playoffs, and our forwards are 38-year-old PJ Tucker and George Niang. And you think that's a championship level team? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Tobias Harris? Nobody. Please, for the love of God, for the love of everything on this earth, get rid of that Tobias Harris contract finally. The Tobias Harris contract has been a kidney stone in my side for 3 years. Tyrese Maxey, he's 22 years old. He's 22. But we need something. We need something in the playoffs, Tyrese. It's time. It's time now. It's time. You can drop 44 in regular season games against the Orlando Magic. Can you give me something in the playoffs, please? Tyrese lacks confidence still. Maybe he needs a better coach. I don't know. But the biggest games and the biggest moments, he shies away from the action. He doesn't want the ball. He gives it back to James Harden, who was shooting 2 for 97 again. Speaking of James Harden, you know what, James Harden? You can take your 45-point game 1 and shove it you know where and take it back to your Vegas nightclub with you, because I'm tired of watching his garbage. You undisciplined diva. You're 34, James. You can't hang out all night with little Uzi, a little baby, a little glue stick, popping champagne, hanging out with strippers until 5 in the morning, and play a basketball game the next day. That worked when you were 25, James. Now it's becoming quite clear. You can see clear as day when James Harden was partying the night before and when he wasn't. I mean, it is so obvious. It's the easiest thing to call in the world. You can see the first 3 minutes of the game if James was partying last night. James Harden was so much of a non-threat in this game. The Boston Celtics started stepping away from him when he drove the lane. The defense ran away, and he still passed the ball. There were situations in this game where James Harden's defender, Grant Williams, was already doubling Joel Embiid as he was trying to get him the ball because he was so little of a threat to score from the three-point line. I've seen this before. Wait a minute, I've seen this before. Who did I see that from before? Oh, his name was Ben Simmons. And we traded him because we were playing 4-on-5. Not only did we traded him, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round draft picks because we thought we were getting a player that was a threat on the offensive side of the ball for the first time in Joel Embiid's career. And what did we get? A shorter, fatter, left-handed Ben Simmons. That's what we got. James, everything they've said about you, your whole career, you're choking in the playoffs, everything the mainstream media said about you. I put out a video just a couple weeks ago agreeing with Colin Cowherd, and all the Harden stands were in my mentions pissed off. Well, guess what? Take your Houston Rockets jerseys, your posters, and everything else that you got in your fanboy little bedroom and go somewhere else with it. Because Philly fans don't do that. Philly fans aren't Harden stans. We're Sixers fans, bro. We want this team to win. Harden, everything they said about you. Oh, he's a playoff choker. Oh, he doesn't show up in the playoffs. Oh, he's only good in the regular season until he stops getting all those calls. Once he stops getting all those calls, he doesn't have it anymore. Colin Cowherd said that 2 weeks ago on the money. He was so right, you can't even be more right. You are a fraud. You made a living by foul baiting in regular season games. And you made a lot of money doing it. And congratulations. I'm glad you got all the money you wanted. But when it comes to real playoff basketball, when you're not getting the calls, you are worthless. It's just another year of Joel Embiid not having enough help. Another year. I've been watching this since 96. I watched Allen Iverson do this with a team for 11 years. Have nobody there. Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Todd McCullough, Raja Bell. I watched the Sixers fail to put good players around Allen Iverson for 11 years, and now I've watched the Sixers fail to put good players around Joel Embiid for 8 years. Same song, same dance. When's it going to change? Somebody mentioned the Denver Nuggets in the chat today on Playback TV. That's what the process was supposed to yield. That's what all that tanking was supposed to yield. Could you imagine Joel Embiid with Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and Aaron Gordon, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope? That's what the process was supposed to yield. A dominant team. All it gave us was Joel Embiid. And in year 8 of the process, his power forwards are 6'5" PJ Tucker and George Niang, whose nickname is the minivan. His nickname is literally a joke about how fat and slow he is. It's over. It's done. I knew this in the beginning of the season. We knew this last year, bro. We knew this at the end of last year's playoffs. It was done. I knew at the beginning of the season. I knew at the middle of the season. I knew at February. The month of March maybe tricked me a little bit. The first round series against the Brooklyn Nets, who aren't even a play-in team, may have tricked me a little bit. And I had false hope because I know the Boston Celtics are beatable. But I should have known. Not by the Sixers team. You guys really want to continue to watch this? James Harden is hard to watch, dude. He drives the lane so slow. Can't make a layup. I mean, he is hard to watch. I don't want James Harden to pick up his player option. I don't want him anywhere near this team. That guy stinks. One more game until it all goes down. One more game until it all goes down.